what you into. But you here, so you into. I got a question and it's simple. Would you ride?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy True with Throw Entertainment in the building. You know what time it is. Speak your piece. On today's show, we got Marquita Latrese. Y'all, she finna come talk to y'all about her little tax business and how the things go, like the ups, the downs, the times when she just wanna slam the computer down and just run out the door and just, Well, I'm gonna let her talk to y'all about that and tell y'all how that go real quick. Marquita, tell the people about yourself real quick.
I'm Marquita Latrese. First things first, big business. He said my little business. I'm gonna
My
correct that.
bad, my
It's a
bad.
big business. I'm a licensed tax professional. I have been licensed for about 8 years now.
Okay.
Started in the heart of St. Petersburg, Florida. That's where our corporate office is. We have actually expanded throughout the whole United States over the last 8 years.
Okay. So you've been a tax preparer for 8 years. I want you to tell the people what made you want to get into taxes.
Honestly, when I got into taxes, it was probably for the same reason everybody else want to get into taxes. You just feel like that's where the money resides.
Money.
So
All
when I
right.
came in, it was literally just like, let me find something that basically is gonna make me some money and something that everybody is gonna need, like basically a recession-proof type of hustle. That
Okay.
was my initial thought.
So how long it took for you to start making money?
Um, Honestly, I made money my very first year because taxes basically is based upon reputation and stuff. Like in order for people to trust you, you have to really start off with basically what you want to call like fan base clientele. You have to be somebody in order for people to trust you in the tax world.
Okay. So with your first year, can you give me can you remember how many clients you had in your first year?
I want to say in my first year, I probably did about maybe 80
80?
clients.
So how much can we do some numbers? Can we tell the people how much 80 clients could bring you? Like, can we get that
I
much?
mean, we can, but I'm gonna also say yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay.
So what
Respect.
80 clients did back then probably be totally different to 80 clients now. So
All right. I respect that. So what's the hardest thing you have to deal with dealing with tax clients?
first things, hardest thing is, I think the first thing you have to have is patience. You gotta have a lot of patience because you're dealing with money, and we already know how money controls the mind. It'll expose how delusional people really are. And so if you don't have patience, first things first, if you don't have patience, this is not the world for you.
What you mean by delusional though? That kind of
What I mean by that is people don't really, like they say, common sense ain't so common these days. People don't really think before they ask questions or like when it comes down to money. So they just kind of based off of however they're feeling that day or whatever's going on in their life or whatever is due or delinquent or whatever else, this is what clouds their judgment, and then it affects their ability to think rational with what actions they take based upon that is what I'm trying to say.
So can I get the craziest example of what one of your tax clients? What's the craziest thing they ever done or said to you?
It's a lot of things. What I think was crazy might not be what you think is crazy, but to me, what I think is insane would be something like filing your taxes and then leaving out of the office and going on where's my refund and check it and then harass us and say, hey, is everything okay? It's in my information can't be found. Did we do something wrong? This, that, and that. And I'm looking like, you literally just filed an hour ago.
No, an hour ago? Come on, man, that's crazy. I was talking about so they went out the office, they just filled it out and went. And so how long does this process usually take though?
Well, the IRS states on their website that to allow up to like 72 hours for it to cycle through to their system
Okay.
so they can actually see it and then show you that they received it. But of course, as time go by, technology is increasing and also crashing. It usually take probably sometimes up to a week. And then now that they have new little rules in place and stuff, some people might not see stuff for like they file at the beginning of January to the middle of February. So by that time they be fully
Okay, so I know. So as a tax business, you're an entrepreneur, right? Uh, and I know most entrepreneurs go through that time where they feel like they just want to give up. Have you feel like that?
Yeah, and like back to trigger on when I said that I started basically just like on some, okay, well, maybe this will make me some money type of thing. So from there, it's like the more you do it, depending on what type of person you are, the more you get attached to your clients, you have the need to want to help them. So I don't just prepare taxes for my clients, I actually educate them.
Mhm.
I advise them from a financial standpoint and even get on them when they're not doing things that I tell them to do, like when it comes down to the federal taxes being withheld and different ways that they set things up, which is going to hurt them in the long run. So I kind of sit down and chat with them, figure out what their goals are, if they're trying to buy a house, whatever they're trying to do, and I kind of guide them the correct way. So at the beginning, it was just like, yeah, this is just what I'm doing. I don't care. But as times went by, I kind of gained uh, a passion for it. And when you have a passion for things, you don't really look at it as a form of working or related to dollars. You kind of look at it as reach one, teach one. You know what I mean? And how many people you can actually change their lives. So that's what drives me. And every year I say I'm gonna quit, and they beg and plead me not to quit. Oh, I don't trust nobody else. Nobody else educate me. Nobody else help me. Nobody else
That's
do this
so.
and that. So yeah, it's a love hate relationship with it. But I think the love that I have for my clientele that I grew over the time is what keep me grounded in the tax world.
Okay, so you love what you do. It ain't the money. You just want to see people do well. So you like a superwoman out here. Oh, you feel like you superwoman? You be saving lives out here. Let be real
Uh,
now. Who you think you is?
I
You
mean, I never call myself a goat. I leave that up to the people. That's all I'm gonna say. But
wow
that's how they
man.
feel when it come down to me. But me personally, I just feel like I'm just a regular person that actually cares enough for the well being of those that trust me. So I stand by my brand. I like my face to stay clean.
Mhm.
So I go over and beyond what the average person might not do.
Yeah. So what's the hardest thing about being a tax preparer? You said the clients. Now, what's the hardest thing about being a tax preparer?
Hardest part to me is basically you have to have product knowledge. It's a pet peeve of mine to actually put yourself in the world and try to get people to trust you,
Mhm.
and you're selling a product but you don't know about that product.
Okay.
So it's like people that's around here saying, oh, I do taxes, blah blah blah, and then when a person asks a typical question, like you can't even answer it off the top of your head because you haven't took the time to educate yourself and become knowledgeable behind the product that you do. So the hardest part is actually keeping up with the changes of the tax world. Every year is something different. It's different EIC limits and credit amounts or whatever else. So I think that's the hardest part is just keeping up with how the
Being
tax world is
knowledgeable.
changing every year.
Okay. Okay. So like you got to go to school every year.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do have to do continuing education, get credits.
I feel like that's in everything you do, man. If you want to be the GOAT, they call you the GOAT for a reason, man. Hey, I see what it is. So, other than that, I have to say, do you advise people to go into this field of work as a tax preparer? Not
Uh,
even a tax preparer, a person that owns a tax office. Is this something, does you feel like this is a great business for anyone that wants to make money? Do you make money? You feel like you make good money?
yeah, do I feel like I make good
Are
money?
you successful?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
But do I feel like this is a great business for everyone to go into? The
Uh-huh.
answer is no, because everybody don't have what it takes to be successful in this world. A lot of people are in it for the wrong reason. A lot of people don't care enough. I mean, they get people in situations and binds and don't even care enough to get them out of it. So
Mm,
no, I don't think it's a word because it's such a sensitive subject, but it's yet such an important topic. And the way your taxes is filed today can affect your life for the next 3, 4, 5 years down the road. So no, I don't feel like it's a world that I expect or encourage everybody to get into. Only the ones that have the passion, the will to gain the knowledge, the clientele and the trust, the people that are more like believe in morals and doing the right thing is the ones that I feel like should go into that field.
Okay, man. So it's not for everybody, man.
It's not.
And I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate how you broke that down. Cause I mean, dealing with money's a motherfucker, man. I could imagine the things you hear and the things you see. You know what I'm saying? So who's the most clients do you have, male or female?
It's not when I first started, it kind of was females because of course the area that I actually started in was kind of more of the like struggling communities and stuff like that. So what people don't know is that tax season really is geared towards the low poverty. The credits and the refunds and stuff is for the ones that need help and that are struggling. So that's where I came in at. So majority of my clients was like single moms that were struggling or people that had like kids and was barely making it. So it
Mm-hmm.
started off from there. But me personally, I don't really have the strongest passion for that like target audience, should I call it? So I have branched over to more of the like middle class wage earners and higher wage earners, which is where I got a lot of my male clients from because they're truck drivers that making 100,000 a year and being brutally slaughtered with taxes. And I have people that are like CEOs and you know what I mean, different people that's in a different tax bracket. So as I progressed myself in a different tax bracket, I targeted a different audience. So now when I balance it out, I kind of have equal clientele between the male and the female because a lot of the higher wage earners was on the male side. And then a lot of the like a lot of my struggling clients are the ones that like have issues with other different things, like as far as being able to keep a job because they have kids and no support system and stuff like that. Those the ones that are big on the refunds and stuff like that. So that's a different type of audience or whatever else. The clients I kind of like working with and like helping and focusing on now is the ones that don't get tax refunds. They're the ones that pay the IRS every year, and now we're trying to figure out like how we can help them keep more money in their pocket.
Okay. So why is that though? So you're saying you're leaving the struggle people alone, the one that's going through that has multiple jobs, and you rather deal with the one that's more sufficient, the ones that own businesses. Why is that? Can you give me
Be-
3 reasons
yes,
why?
because my clientele now is I have a lot of clientele, so you have to have a lot. Like I said, it comes with a lot of long hours in the office and stuff like that. So I personally like I'm a person of peace. You know what I mean? So when you're dealing with the clients that are making a lot of money and normally pay the IRS, when they bring you their stuff, they're like, hey, here it is. I know I got to April 15th to file. I'm not in no rush to pay the IRS. Take your time. So I can kind of shift through there, go through there with a fine tooth comb and try to find them as many tax breaks and deductions as I can. When you deal with the other side of it, those people, once again, I say are the ones that need help. They're struggling more and stuff. So when it comes down to getting their taxes filed, they'll bring you their stuff or fill out the thing at 1 p.m. and by 3 p.m. they're already bothering you. Hey, what's my refund amount? Hey, I got my papers, but what do I put here? Well, how do I check this on the website? How do I do this? The amount of stress and pressure on my brain that comes with that side of the world is something that I don't really favor is to do and care to do. I don't have the passion there anymore because they burnt it out a long time ago. So,
Okay.
I mean, although I still have those clients and I still trying to guide them and educate them and try to get them from that level to this level
Mhm.
or whatever else, I still hold on to some of them, but it's just not my target audience currently in my
It's a
life.
stress thing, a
Yeah,
peace
it's
thing.
like, and I'm at the age now where I have to protect my peace, and I can't have people filing at 1 p.m. and already bothering me at 3 p.m. Like, that's just, I probably haven't even got to it yet because I have so many files. But I get everybody's stuff at least into touch. I've been reached out to you within 24 hours, but it's just like the amount of stress that comes from that side of it just don't be worth it.
Okay. So the biggest thing in the tax world is stress. Is that so?
That's the biggest
Biggest
That's the
burden,
biggest,
worry,
what you call those, the side effect.
side effect
That's
is
a good word for it.
stress.
The biggest side effect is probably stress. And like I said, as you progress in age or if you have health issues or whatever your issue is, some people don't need stress, can't handle stress, and stress is not good because it triggers on to other things in life. And although those are not like none of my issues, I don't want them to be my issues because I have a choice to make. And it's like, okay, I dealt with this world. I tried to educate and help and whatever as much as I can. But it's just like with anything else, you have to elevate in life. So with that being said, I started here and now I'm elevating up to different levels. It's nothing personal. I love all of them dearly. And when they call me, write me, whatever else, I help them the best way I can. I just
want to graduate.
Yeah, I'm elevating right now.
So you said something. So I asked you how many clients was on the sex wise. You say males are more structured than female, more financially stable, or the business owners? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily. As my clientele, I'm in my clientele. Most of my male clients are more of my higher wage earners. Most of them are guys that support their whole household.
Shout out to the fellas,
whatever
man.
the case may be. So I give them that. You know what I mean? So I don't deal with, and then you got to think about it. On the low poverty side, the males are not doing anything that's tax related. You know what I mean? They're still running the streets or being enabled by some female or something like that. You know what I mean? So they're not that prone to care about filing taxes. They probably waiting on the girl to file so they can ask for some money. Just being real, I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
Okay.
But so on that side of it, that's why it's not that many males because they're doing other things that's everything but working.
But you said your clients are about even. You said males and females are about even. That was the question.
On my clients. So what I was saying is most of my males is on tier 2, the middle wage earners. That's what I said because on the first tier down there with the low poverty people, there's not a lot of males down there. There's a lot of females, people that are struggling, that got kids, working and trying to make ends meet. When you get to level 2 of my clientele, like more ones that's in the middle age earners, I said those are more the males because those are like the truck drivers and the business owners and the CEOs and you know what I mean, they're in some powerful position. Those are the males, in my opinion. Those are the clients that turned into men and no longer boys anymore. So they're taking care of their house, they're running a business, whatever. So they're a little bit.
You say tier 2, so you no longer deal with the low poverty.
I still deal with them. I'm trying to branch away from them.
Okay.
So with that being said, like I haven't really broke any bad news to them, but I'm not planning on like dealing with a lot of those claims next year. I'm kind of taking a different avenue, moving forward, like doing more of the business side of taxes with the corporations and the partnerships and the higher wage earners. So I just haven't told them because I don't want to give anybody a heart attack.
Well, can you leak a little bit of what you plan on doing? I mean,
I just did, so that's all I can say right now.
That's it?
I mean,
is you hiring? Can I get a job? Like, come on now.
I'm planning. I got a big website project. That's been in production for about a year now to make it where I could probably end up taking on build a team or whatever. I ain't gonna say that I'm hiring because this I'm sure is going on some type of social media platform, and I don't want to be flooded or contacted with a bunch of people that feel the need that they want to get in this world. Because like I said, it's a very sensitive world, especially if it's somebody that I'm hiring and training. You're going to have to jump through hurdles, and it's going to be worse than K-9 school when I'm going to put you closest resembles me. They have to have that passion. They have to have that will to want to learn and constantly be educated or whatever else. You have to be them. You know what I mean? So.
All right, y'all. This Shoot with Throw Entertainment, man. That was Marquita Latrese, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. It's dropping real soon, man. She got some good stuff going on. Check her out. Follow her on all platforms.
I wanna trust you like I trust me. I wanna love you like I love me. I wanna make sure you